Verdana. Written by Vivica Liqueur. Story told by Lucy Blue. A Faceless Voice production.
Verdana was an epoch of sex and beauty. She knew this and savored the power she had over men. She had squeezed her small, firm ass into a tight black miniskirt. Her blouse, a vibrant blue of silk, with large, loose chest ruffles. Her hair was blue-black and tightly bound into an immaculate bun. Verdana's lips were a wet hue of scream, a devilishly red lipstick coated with a thin layer of lip gloss to give them that "I'm wet for you" look. Her patent leather pumps caught glimmers of the afternoon sunlight as she walked. Women would often give her disapproving looks as she bent over to retrieve a strategically dropped notebook or pen. That was when she bothered to bring anything with her at all. She often liked to walk the streets unburdened by accessories. It forced her to find other, more creative ways to get what she wanted without having to use her credit card. Today was such a day. Today, Verdana took a moment for herself while waiting to cross the street. She allowed her neck to roll back and she lifted her mocha-colored face to the sky. She smiled as she thought of how the color of her skin was always associated with something sweet. Mocha, chocolate, caramel, and so many other things tasty. She was indeed delicious. She allowed herself a small giggle, her face still in the clouds, and inhaled the city energy, the raw male sex, the hard-ons behind her, the delicious cocks moving past her, leaving a wake of aftershave and expensive colognes. Verdana released her breath with a satisfied sigh. Men. Someone pushed by her to cross the street. Verdana's mind snapped back into her surroundings. Her full-length stockings enjoyed a retro black seam line up the back of her legs. Her cocoa thighs were taut and smooth, and they relished the feelings of the nylons. Men whipped their heads for double looks at Verdana as she walked by them, and she felt their stare pulse in her pussy. She was very horny today. Not unusual for Verdana, but there was a certain urgency today. She was on the prowl and headed straight for her target. Her pussy was hot, like a cock-guided landing pad. She continued her walk past the businessmen with sultry eyes and leaking dicks, past the store clerks who forgot their customers and stared drop-jawed as she sauntered by. She was in the mood for something more primal today. Soon, Verdana was edging closer to her aim. There were no more men parading their latest cell technology, and no women snappily dressed marching viciously to meetings. There was no haughty high-end perusing at all to be found here.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?